we're talking about?
Oh yeah, no, we're going to have a little chat actually. I don't run away.
No, not yet. Don't
Not
go
yet.
yet. We're not done.
No, because this is about prejudice. No. You wouldn't think that a British person, an English person in Britain, you could have prejudice against you. You think, how the hell could that be? I mean, I'm British. I've got an English accent. So, well, actually you can, but yeah, you have to go to another country though. You have to go to Scotland. Because in Scotland, how could you put it? Most of the people during the day are perfectly welcoming to English people. We're tourists, we're good for their country. It all changes if you go there and work. Now if you suddenly work there, then it's like, why is an English person taking their jobs?
Oh, so, it's the same thing as well.
Exactly, it's like, why is a coloured person taking our jobs? And then I had, why is an English person taking our jobs? And that's the truth. And you'd be thinking, well, what the hell could he be doing possibly there? You're dealing with the public to that extent that they would come up with something like that. Well, you guessed it, taxi driving. Taxi rank. When people, early in the evening, get in the taxi, hearing these things, accent, don't say anything, they're perfectly okay, they'll pay their fare, not a problem at all. 11 o'clock in the evening, when they've got a lot more drink inside them, then they turn to, that's then the racist part of them comes out. And you think, yeah, but it's just the youngsters and things like that. No, it's not. Actually, the middle-aged people, not the older, funny enough, the old people, no, not at all. Not at all. They were perfectly fine. Didn't mind at all. But the middle-aged people, the 50s and 60s, were terrible. And do you know what the worst? The women.
Oh God.
The middle-aged women were terrible. And I'll tell you how I turned this particular story around, because this one particular time, on my birthday, and I felt really low. Those are things that happened in my life. And I'd been doing this job for how many weeks I've been doing this job?
But that was how long ago?
Oh, this is 1994, 95, 94, 95.
Okay.
Yeah, this is when I was in Scotland. Right, anyway, so doing taxi work, yeah. So I got a job as a taxi driver. And it was on the rank on Friday night, Saturday night. And then, it started like that. There wasn't any other work, it was just doing that, which is fine. It's a little part-time job. I mean, I didn't have to come off because I wasn't doing enough hours a week, so I didn't have to come off my benefits because I needed those, because I didn't have any money. So that was fine. And I'd been doing the taxi rank work for about 5 weeks. And it was my birthday, and I went down to the taxi rank, and the first person came in there and said, what's a guthy bastard doing, taking his Scottish jobs, and then he didn't want to pay, all that crap.
Oh my God.
And you're thinking to yourself, what the hell am I doing this for? I mean, it gets you that low, in the end you just want to quit it. And I actually did. I actually turned the car around, turned off the rank, turned it around. I thought, no, that's it, I quit. I've had enough of this job. I don't need these people treating me like you wouldn't believe, not even paying their fare, because I don't deserve to get the money because I'm English. So that particular time I turned the car around and I was driving out of Stonehaven, and on the way out I wanted a sandwich or something. I felt hungry, so I pulled into a garage, and went inside, got a sandwich and came back out again. And again, just going in there and the look they give you, and it's because they hear an English accent, it's like, and they see the taxi, so you even get it from those people. So I got back in the car, just turned around and I thought to myself, I can't let them beat me. I think I need to play my joker. I need to play my joker card now. This is the one that's going to turn this around for me. The one thing I could do, I know it's not brilliant, but it's all right. Let's put it this way. It fooled them easily enough. I pretended to be Australian. So I had a little practice. I thought, "G'day, mate. How you doing?" Did that a few times. I thought that'll do me. I can do this. Drove back down to the taxi rank. First person got in was a middle-aged woman. Normally, you would be getting crack from her, but not so much earlier on. You just get a stern look. So as she got in the car, and I actually picked up this woman before, but she wasn't going to remember me.
But you remember her.
I remember her, and
But she was so gutty. Now she was.
Well, I'd had her during the day and I had her at night, so I'd had her both ways. I had her during the day, and it was this. Now, when she sees me, she kind of it hasn't sunk in yet, because the other times she's been completely out of her face.
Oh God!
So I just get that tribe of crack comes out of her mouth. You guffy bastard, and then all this stuff. What are you doing? Why can't a Scottish person doing the taxi driving and all this crap?
Oh my God!
And so this bit says. So when she got, I went, "Oh, good day. Well, where do you want to go?" I'm not doing the accent now, but anyway. And she said, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "Oh, I'm from Sydney, Australia." And then she had a chat with me, and then I took her to where she wanted me to take her, and then I dropped her off. She gave me like £1 tip, £2 tip. That was the very first person. So normally I would have got no tip at all, got abuse all the way back to a house, because that's what you were going to get. So not this time, no. And then the next person that I picked up, same thing, young girls, Australian accent, they're falling all over you straight away. "Oh, where are you from? Oh, what are you doing here?" And then I would just, to play the part, I would say, I was doing some work down in England, and I thought, no, I really want to come to Scotland. And since I've been up here, I said, I've never had a welcome like it before. Which was true when I was Australian. They did. They thought they bloody loved me. One guy gave me a £20 tip. An old chap did, a £20 tip. He said, "Your son, that'll help you to get back to Australia again." Instead of "you guthy bastard." I'll cut that bit out. That's the truth.
You started the...
Right, we started a contract with a company called Canco, and they wanted somebody to drive around the northern part of Scotland and pick up their engineers and take them to the heliport in Aberdeen, so that they could fly out to the rigs, because they used to call it was fishing. They used to basically put a wire down to, if one of the tips of the cutter, something like gets jammed or gets broken off, they have to get it out of the hole, and that's what they specialise in doing. Is doing that.
Oh, I thought they work in the oil rig.
Well, of course they do. Where do you think they're doing this? They're doing it in a oil rig.
Oh gosh!
Down the hole, they're drilling.
Oh my God! Really?
That's what it's called, live wire. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what they do.
Trying again.
So I had to pick up their guys to take to the heliport, and their first flight would be at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
And some of these guys could be Inverness, it could be Peterhead, it could be miles away from where we were based in Stonehaven. So that's what I did, because I had no problem getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's all. So I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, got to be up there, got the guy, getting down there for 6 o'clock, no problem at all. Normally you just get them there for about 20 minutes to spare, so then they can sort their crap out and stuff like that, get ready to get on their flight. Everything perfect. And that's what they used to like. That's what I used to do. So during the day, and I didn't have to do an Australian accent with those guys. These are professional people. These are engineers and stuff, and they're probably some of the nicest people I have met. There's just only two out of 100 that wouldn't say anything to you, and you got the guthy bastard treatment. The rest of them, absolutely brilliant. It was. Bill, that I used to do the work for, he said when I came back to the Philippines that if I wanted a job there, he'd give me a job. Because I was the very first person that they could rely on to pick those guys up and have them at their heliports. No matter what time it was, they could rely on me doing that. Nobody else had ever done that before.
Why were you there anyway? In Scotland?
We lost the business, haulage business, and my marriage broke up at the same time.
Oh.
Because that was a quick marriage. I got married. 9 months later, I was fully divorced.
The shortest marriage.
That was a quick one. And it wasn't a Vegas one either. That was here. I started in England, went to Scotland, and got divorced. All 9 months. Job's a good one.
Yeah, so there you go. So you guys can be prejudiced to each other then. Yeah, I think
So that's a true
everyone
story.
is.
But like I said, these other chaps, they was got absolutely brilliant. And most people that I met up there have been. But what I'm saying is, when ordinary people will go to the pub at night time and go to nightclubs, go to the bingo hall, all these places, just ordinary Scottish people, when they get a drink inside them, their prejudice really does come out. It really does, and it's not very good at all. But it's only because I was working there. I have never, any other time I've been there, I have never ever had that problem. That's the honest truth. In fact,
So you have.
I had some really, very, very good
You
Scottish
just
friends.
have to be a tourist and then they'll be nice to you.
Yeah, but then again, it's the same if you go up to like Manchester, all those places. You get the same thing. If you go there as a tourist, they love you, but it will take you 10 years before you'll fit in.
True.
Because you've got the wrong accent, and that's the truth. They're not. It's what
I
it
think
is.
it goes to
It's not a bloody southerner.
everywhere though.
It does.
It goes
All
to
over the-
everywhere.
It's everywhere, yeah.
It's everywhere. It's not only here.
But that's what happened to me. So that's a true story. So yeah, you can be a white person and an English person in Britain and get that.